kinda lost and find. Ended the game in overtime, drawing of a new design, drilling that one earth of mine, looking to the outward, speaking mind about words absurd, blurred to the curb, walking along the verb.
Something danger zone.
Hey everybody, what is happening? Ish De La Ish, and I am back with my Madden 17 Cleveland Browns offensive scheme here. We got the ebook rolling now. It's been updated for the members, at least for the printouts and stuff, and then the check it online and whatnot. Today we're going to get into the gun stack offset week. Not something many people use here, I would imagine. Kind of look at it, not a whole lot you would think in there, but we're going to get into the curl switch here first. Three of the four plays we're going to look at one run at the end. They're going to be in the audibles here. So we're going to take B, put him on a streak, motion him left, and put Y on a slant. Pretty easy setup here, as you see. We should get some nice breaks on certain routes and some separation. You're going to be able to have the kick down out here. If they're playing any purples out there, you'll be able to get to the running back. And then you're going to have this on a lot of cover threes, some fours, a lot there. The safeties play on the top there, so that you're going to have a nice choice route between the slant coming across with Y if the user chases him, and then you'll be able to fall back. There's enough separation and distance between the X and the Y that he can't play them both as long as you wait to throw them when the separation's correct. So at that point, you're going to have two routes here, nice to choose from, and the RB coming back down. We're not really ever looking at B, but we do like that B is going to be driving off and keeping the safeties at least at bay a little bit when you are cutting in there on the top of that X route. You can hit him right when he's about to cut in. A lot of cases, just depending on what you're looking for. If it's a 2 or a 3, just depending on what the shell is over the top. And again, always take the check down if that's all they give you. You can still turn those into decent gains sometimes, so that's not going to be a problem there. The Y, it's going to be open if you're not really playing a user who's sitting down there. More than likely, that's about the case that you have to worry about. But again, if he's jumping that, you're going to have a good shot hitting the X route on a lot of things. But so it's just kind of, he's going to have to pick his poison on that. I like to have at least two routes that you think that the users you're going to play against are going to be jumping, so that way we can at least try to look at that, because that's really what head-to-head's about. We can design plays strictly for the computer, and that's really easy, but we have to design plays where we're keeping users in mind also. It's very important to do that. And then we're going to get here into the next play. Like I say, we got 3 passing. That first one's my favorite by far, but we got to have a few to mix with to run a mini scheme here. So the counter strike going to be the next one. We'll look at different ways. There's a lot of little different ways to do this, but the main thing I'm going to do is motion B in, and then I'll take X and put on a slant. Now, sometimes you can put the Y on the slant and do different things with that side out there, and there you go. That one coming across working out pretty nicely on that. So that's kind of up to you. You can, between the Y and the X, you can put, the X on the drag there, make him come across a little bit faster along the bottom, and then you see right there, you're going to get a different spacing, different separation now. For that the C route, the C. Now, if you were going to leave the C alone, you could take that A and put him on a streak and motion him right, and that actually helps hold the coverage inside when you throw it towards the sideline. But otherwise, like I see, you're going to be breaking differently here. You can also hit that early enough. If it's early enough and there's enough gap between the coverage, if they're along the sidelines, you can hit that there also. So now we have different places where we can hit that. Again, the check down there, it's going to be effective if he's not, if he's not looking for it and he plays real deep. Some deep purples on that side, so that'll be that. Or if he's blitzing and screws that up, something along those lines. But here you see out here we can put the X on and out, and that's going to work really nice. They're going to be stuck in between, kind of have to sit in between as both those routes come. So if we have the Y, that was a Y on that, and then the X on, Y was on a slant, X was on and out. Here we go again, set that up again. So you can run it just like this and have that X to go down. It's going to be a quicker one. You might be able to turn it up. If you're on the right side of the field, it'll be more effective. Outs aren't super strong because sometimes they will still get, they won't always break right, but for the most part, this will do well. And also leaving the Y on loan and the X, if you leave the X here on the slant, that's why I say that's the best one to do, is you can also get a quick pass to the X underneath when he's on a slant, because he's gonna get protection there from that Y route above him. He's gonna basically kind of like run a pick route. So that is, as long as there's no linebackers down below, you can put X on a slant off the start and get a quick pass for about 4 or 5 yards. So if that's all you're looking for, it's good to mix that sort of stuff in. And I see out here we're taking the running back, putting that on a wheel. Again, there's a lot of different ways to make this, but we're gonna motion in here so it looks the same. Block A and put a wheel on the running back. If you have extra time or like conductor, you can then put that drag there on the B, but so be that. That's not necessary. That's just another way to go about that. So let's get one more pass play out here. This is the only one that's not in the audibles. So if you wanted to pick this one to come out in and then read the defense and switch if you want, if that's your play style, run and hurry up, that'll work. We're taking the RB, putting it on the wheel, make sure it's going to the left. So you don't want to be on the left hand. I think actually this one will work because he's stationed there, so I think it'll always go left, but I put that just in case. Put B on a slant, and A is going to be blocking. And so you see there, you're going to have X as a little check down out there, so it's always going to be sitting out there. And there's a good chance when you're playing against a user and whatnot, unless he's running man coverage. If he runs man, that will be 8 up, but then you'll have the slant or that wheel. Hopefully we'll get separation depending on how good your running back is, how good of route runner, speed, all that. I just picked up the LaShawn McCoy today, so I'm going to be okay there. I'll be all right, but I know about everybody else. So just keep that in mind when you're running a play like this. You need to have a good receiving running back to get that wheel out there. But again, you'll have a nice check down just waiting for you with X. Sometimes that'll work out there. There you go. See, they covered him, but I got that. So depending on what blitz they're running, may or may not work. So just another one to get in because you want to have, like I say, you want to have a few plays. Some of these plays are fine running stock. I should have said that earlier, but you can run these stock sometimes also, guys. By all means, do that. You just want to have plays to mix in, and also being able to take these and then get different versions of them also to get the most out of the formation. Here, this is going to be the inside zone, and like I say, if you just go and start audibling over, you can see all the runs that you can audible into. If for some reason you want a different one, there's some HB bases that are decent. I haven't looked at all of them, but there's many that you can actually get into a smash play right there. So. But we're going to look at the inside zone split. This is just the audible within this formation, or the run play in this formation. Not great necessarily on that one. Now, for the most part, everything's going to be between the tackles here, though. You just got to find the hole that you want to run. You can cut this to the left-hand side. It does seem to work a decent amount also. Or when you bounce out to the right after you get in. Right there we go left, and we get the nice hurdle right there. And, keep that going, man. I like to do that stuff in game more often, right? Let's see. So, yeah, that's going to be up to you what you want audible to the run. But this one it's not going to be a home run hitter, but it gets you those 3 to 4 yards and sometimes, 10, 15 yards. You may on a rare occasion break one, but for the most part, but you just want to get positive yardage if you're going through. So if you see the guy in a weak front because you're passing very well out of this formation, just go up and then audible to this. And you make it work. Here it is against the stuffed red. So see, you're going to want to change out of this when you do see that. And we're going to try and run into that and nothing doing in the wall. So some plays you can run still when it's red on both sides. It's not like you'll never ever be able to get a good run out of it in here, but I still would advise against that. So thanks for checking this one out, guys. I'm going to get some more coming. I'm going to be working out of the Texan stuff on the side here. This is the other audible real quick. Let's show this while we're in here. This is going to just be, it's just a quick little screen. I don't like it because it has, has to do the play action and then lets you screen it. So if somebody sees that coming, so I would kind of avoid using that one really. Just thought I'd show what it is there. And I've already got a few plays in the next set of shotgun doubles, so I'm going to work on that, and the next video will be that because I've already got some plays lined up there. So again, we're going to keep this ebook rolling, and then at some point I'll work on the next mini scheme for the Texans one, since I'm really digging that book. Actually really nice also. So again, thanks for checking this out, guys, and I will see you all next time.